Nobody indeed. What is good? And welcome into the world of hey, software update right now. Yeah. Apologies for that late folks, but yeah. How we doing, man? Good to see you all here. Apologies again for that being a couple minutes late. It always happens. Pat says, "Good evening, DTL family." Hey, Pat. By the way, uh, I'll get back to you on here in regards to the restaurant recommendations that you sent over. Gonna get to try both of them this week, so I'll let you know, man. Excited to do that. Big Tony, what's up, bro? How we doing? How the best looking, bro? So far, Atlanta's looking good. First quarter set pick. First quarter get through. Get them back. It's early in the night. Early indeed, my boy. Share catch today's soccer. There we go. What with Bradley Betts? Oh, did you get it, my boy, Big Tony? Love it, man. TJ, what up, dog? Brian, good to see you, buddy. Hey, I got an email for you. Apologies, man. Delayed everywhere. Uh, they have to-do list longer than the Old Testament. I'll get back at you for sure, man. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you indeed. Watch the trailer of that movie, Pat. Remember gonna watch it in the dark. Oh, damn, man. Sorry you're dealing with that, brother. That stinks, dude. Melanie Sue. Good evening, Mel's. The minister of culture. Mills is saddle up. It is getting sweaty. All right, so me and Mills are going at it. Xavier in Cincinnati. I've got the over 13. He has the under 13. Top of the seventh. Cincinnati's up 5-4. Big innings for both teams there. We just saw two outs here. It is getting sweaty, man. Country Kane, what's up? Good to see you. Dan Clark, nobody indeed. Zach Phelps tuning live from Chick-fil-A. There we go. What'd you get? Where'd you go to? Robert Bibble, I did so much. What'd you do, man? Jessica, good to see you, Bubba. How we doing? What up, Sue Sue? My brain was fried from work. I know that feeling, man. Did the mannequin again. Boom. Out of boy. Big Prince. Nice, Prince. Yep, nice indeed, boy. Tony, we starting now, baby. Headed to Vegas next week. Any recommendations? Yeah, Earl of Sandwich. Where are you staying at, man? Okay. Where are you staying and what do you like to do? And I know that that's a weird question, right? When I go out there, I like to play golf, depending on the people that you're with, right? Are you going with like friends, you going with family, you going work, um, and shoot craps. I shoot craps all day, all night, dude. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna look at my best. I'm just gonna go to bed early and look in the morning. I've done that move before. You're like, dude, I don't even have enough brain cells left to even sweat. Let's do it. We try the Filipino dishes, have it with rice. It's a perfect dance partner. Boom. All right. Number one, beautiful. Okay. Is there any particular rice or is it just all the same? And I ask out of ignorance. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Is it, white rice, brown rice? If I just say with rice, like will they know? And again, I ask that just to make sure that I do it correctly and not look like an idiot, where like the waiter or waitress is like, look at this rookie. Jared, good evening, buddy. Good to see you, man. Adam, good to see you, Bubba. How we doing, man? Went with the nugs and some fries. Waffle fries, nugs. What sauce do you go with, bro? What'd you get to drink, too? I always go with the Arnold Palmer. Their Arnold Palmer's fire. Wait, did they put the college baseball up way late? What do you mean? The game? So I've got Nebraska Creighton on behind me. Yes. Melanie getting a new puppy. Shula. Love that name. Ranked top 3 hotels? Yes. All right. And I'll say this. So I don't know, which ones are like fully national or not. If you ever see one, it's called the Cambria. Love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Um, Courtyard by Marriott. Now those get expensive, um, but Courtyard by Marriott's are fire. Absolutely fire. And then I mean Sonesta. No, but it's got to be the Sonesta Select. Get that free breakfast. Boy, you can't beat it. Um, if if price for no option, and I say that relatively, right? Like, I mean, we could sit here and say, oh, I love staying at the Ritz Carlton, right? Or the W, you know what I mean? Like, nah, man, those are way out of my range. But like, dude, Courtyards by Marriott, they're tough to beat, man. Now, here's the thing that I've learned about hotels is that they definitely try to come in and be near hospitals, right? And at first I thought I was like, you have a lot of problems, you know what I mean? Which I mean, you could, I don't know. But apparently, like the amount of people that come in to hospitals, like larger ones, are crazy high. If anybody's in the hotel industry, let me know. You know what I mean? But that's what I learned. Also, Drury's. All right. And not because like so number one, because our boy DG, right, is involved in those. But what I didn't know is that Drury's make their own beds. They make their own mattresses and they're friggin' comfortable. Comfortable. They figured out they're like, you know what? It's going to be more cost efficient and we could make a better product. They make their own. Super comfortable, dude. Super comfortable. You stay at the Luxor and Mandalay Bay, and it's a work conference all week. Okay, so sounds like you'll have your meals taken care of, right? I would assume. So that's nice. Um, man. So Luxor, Mandalay. So you're down at the far end airport wise. All right. Um, I'm trying to think. Like again, what are you a table games person? Like, do you play cards? Do you play craps? Like, for me, it's usually pretty simple. Like I said, if I'm out there with buddies or like my dad and uncle, like we'll go play golf, and then it's craps, right? But yeah, also like work wise, like are they cool like that you work with? You know what I mean? Like, are they gonna be out or is it kind of like, oh, I don't want them to see me like out here gambling. But again, you're in Vegas for a reason. Like they wouldn't pick Vegas. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's like they wouldn't choose Las Vegas if they were like, if you work for a church, you know what I mean? Pat, white rice, beautiful. Okay, perfect. Tony, you're not going to the gentleman's club. There you go. Oh, what's the one in Las Vegas that everybody uh like a rhino? Uh sapphire? Sapphire Rhino? Oh god, I can't remember. I'll tell you a good gentleman's club story here in a second. One that we can tell. Um Sweet tea everywhere. Hell yeah. Ooh, ranch. Ranch is underrated. Holiday Inn Expresses are nice, man. Especially when you can get a good deal too. Like the key is for me, is the room. Like the room doesn't have to be super super nice, but you do like a room that's just clean and you start to figure out like which hotel brands have best water pressure, you know what I mean, for showers, like little stuff. Like Radisson's. Radisson's are really nice, but they'll skimp you on that water. They put and also there are a lot of hacks, like a lot of hotel chains, especially the big national ones, they put governors on the air conditioner, right? And look, I'm just gonna say I keep house, anything I live in, like about 67, 66, right? Like I like it cold. I sweat. Um, you have to override, and you could look up how to do them, but yeah, some of them, man, like you'll find out the ones. Uh, your wife works for $50 Hiltons. Whew, damn, that's a deal right there, dude. Yeah, that's a deal, dude. Live, yeah. All right, so all right, live betting. Yeah, drop them in. Like, what are you guys looking at, man? We'll keep going through the chat, like anything we want to talk about. But yeah, Jared, anybody, drop them in. Like, what are you guys looking at, man? Justin, if you're in Vegas, got to hit the best steakhouse, Herbs and Rye. Never been there, would love to. It's a little off the strip, but half price steaks on Saturday and all day happy hour. Damn, Herbs and Rye. All right, Robert Vegas still on my bucket list. Same to say. Hey, man, you know what? There's a lot of places on my bucket list too. You know what I mean? That other people are like, dude, you haven't been there. Um, yeah. Tony's employee rate, we love it. Hell yeah, I would too, man. That's a good deal, dude. $50. Does she like working there? Like good company to work for? Uh, yeah, Robert. Robert, you will be like. I mean, I love being in the sports book. You know what I mean? Like sitting there betting games, watching games. You know what I mean? Hanging out, drinking, having a good time. Like, dude, I could do that for a long time. I do get restless, but I mean, if it's if it's a good big. We went one time for the first weekend of March Madness, and took one of my buddies his bachelor party, and it was like 6 of us, and it really wasn't like hey, let's like debauchery. It was legit like we're going out here, like we're gonna drink, have fun, like do all that, but we really do want to watch these games, and like just take it all in. It was one of the best weekends I've ever had. So if anybody's ever done that before, like, and especially the first weekend where there's just a trillion games, it's the absolute best. Like, if you could ever do it, swing it, it's the absolute friggin' best, man. Like, had the right, we had the right dudes, just the right amount of people. It was perfect, man. Uh, with Florida, the coach baseball making read whole chapter of the red flag. You can't. Run off with the books in Vegas. Stays there. Yeah, that's another good point too. Pat, taking the Reds money line right now. All right. Hawaii, dude. Hawaii's got really good pitching, man. I thought about taking the under in that game. At first, I like taking those overs in Los Angeles. They have just had such great weather for like a month straight, man. It's been really warm, nice wind, good humidity. Um, but man, Hawaii can. Don't get me wrong, they could score and they can give up some runs, but man, like they can muddy up a game like in a good way. And I mean, we don't play a lot of unders, obviously, but I don't mind playing Hawaii unders. Big Scott, what up? Good to see you, bro. I know why I went crazy and I had to pay. Oh God, 17K. Oof. Who is my favorite boxer? Um, all right, so it's coming from somebody who I'm not super educated on. Like, I don't follow the sport super religiously. I watch them for sure. Um, Canelo's been my guy for a while. Like, I really like him. I like how he embraces his culture and his people around him. He's tough as hell. The dude can just eat missiles. You know what I mean? Like, he could just take punches and throw them back. He's tough as hell. And he's also a guy that in a sport where, boxing's a great sport, but for some reason it just always brings around like some scum element people around it, right? Like Canelo's a guy that I've just really respected him. Like it seems like he's a dude that stays away from that mess. Like he takes it very seriously, respects the sport, respects his opponent. Um, yeah, man. Like I would say that recently, go back. I mean, everybody loved Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? I was kind of young for that, in terms of like, watching like they would be on. I also remember my dad, when the fights with that streak where the fights would end in like 37 seconds, and he'd be pissed off. Like, I just paid $69.99 for this, and I remember being a kid, like I didn't fully understand it, but I totally get it now. I would laugh at that. I laugh at it now. I'm like, we're never ordering a damn fight again. But yeah, of like recent times, man, I've always enjoyed Canelo, man. I've always enjoyed him. Went to DC, got 45 room for dude. That's awesome, man. What a hell of a deal. Measure 7, dude. How's Paolo? I haven't looked at the stats. Is he leading the charge? Like I wanted to play his points tonight, but man, it was high. Boom. Again, man. Great job on that one, bro. Ooh, sleeper teams. Man, let me look at the bracket again. Because that definitely plays into it. And you guys drop yours in too. Sleeper teams here. I mean, it's weird. Like you can't put the Celtics there because they are who they are. Do we count the Nuggets like as a 4 seed, or like are they going to just fall apart? Like with everything that's happened with them. Where do we fit? All right, so from the West, looking at the play-in teams, Kings, Mavs, I don't believe in any of them. Warriors, I mean, the Warriors, like, they're always going to be there because they've got experience, and that's definitely going to help. The Clippers might put the Nugs out. I might say the Clippers. All right, out of the West. Man, out of the East, the Magic are interesting. Like I like them. I love Paolo, man. I would say the Pacers, though. I would say the Pacers. That would be mine. All right, so I'm gonna go Clippers and Pacers. Who you guys going? Jared, I don't mind plus 59 for Atlanta. See if we get it's a lot of points, man. How many strikers is too much to bet for Strider tomorrow versus the Blue Jays? All right, so TJ, we need your help here. Like in regards to the Blue Jays of, on average, right? Man, where are they going to put that number? 7.5? 8.5? I'm interested where the books put that number. Like, where do you think that they set the over-under on that? Adam, you got a Magic Warriors Monday. I like that. I like that. He hit a bomb. Show did. Creighton, the Blue Jays, baby. That's a sign right there. There's your sign. For me, Deontay Wilder fights were some of the most entertaining you'll ever see. Was he the guy that was from Alabama? Tyson was a monster. Look at that. I love the celebrations. Yeah, Tyson was a beast, man. Pacquiao, there you go. Favorite baseball player of all time. Okay. So I'm from Texas. Nolan Ryan is the dude. And I think that, he's old school, country as hell, did it with class. All right. If I had to say a pitcher all time, I'd say Nolan Ryan. If I had to say a hitter or a player, it's hard. I mean, like for our age, like demo, it's hard not to say Griffey, right? Like Griffey was the dude. Griffey's there. Chipper Jones is there. Greg Maddux is there. I mean, I feel like it's too cliche to say Griffey, even though respect. Man, maybe Tony Gwynn, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's a few. That one's tough. Pitcher would definitely be Nolan Ryan. Yeah. Hitters, I like guys that are aggressive. Not only that, Tony Gwynn might be the best of all time, like, you know what I mean? Like in that category, right? But I really appreciated guys who were super aggressive early in counts. Chipper Jones, notorious first strike pitch swinging dude. And I love that. I was the same way. Absolutely love it. The first two pitches you see in a count are going to be the best two pitches that you get, right? Now, I certainly understand, like, baseball's different, even from that time, that now, it's a lot about working counts on starting pitchers, and you have to do it. because starting pitchers now are so good and they're just ahead of the hitters, right? In the overall game. So I totally understand the approach, but man, I love watching dudes that were just aggressive. You know what I mean? Like that were just aggressive. Mariano Rivera, like, oh man. Derek Jeter's in there. Even though, I mean, he was on some pretty damn good teams. Uh who you know who else? All right. Kevin Millar, the Red Sox. I know I'm just naming a bunch of dudes. But what him, Ortiz, like, that entire, what, '04 Red Sox, like, dude. I love Millar because he was that dude. And he was like, boys, like, don't get down on me. Like, let's go. Like, I love his attitude. Like, and it's easy to say that, but I like that. That's my kind of guy. Like I'm not gonna say, oh, that's me. Like, but I, I try to mirror that type of an attitude. And always have tried to mirror. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, if we lose, we lose. You know what I mean? And then David Ortiz, I mean, that dude was just nuts, right? But yeah, sorry to answer your question. I would say Nolan Ryan pitching. I'll go Chipper, right? Because I feel like it's easy to say Griffey, and it's not that that's wrong. It's absolutely correct, right? You guys drop who you guys have. I don't think there's a limit on the height of that ladder. Canel's, dude, I love, yeah, bro. I love him, and I also love people who absolutely represent their heritage and their culture and where they came from with respect. And I feel like he did that. And I absolutely love that because that's it. Again, this is going to sound cheesy, but it's not. Like, that's how we all get smarter and get better. And the sport as a whole. And this could be anything. It could be food restaurants in your town. Pat, we were just talking about like Filipino restaurants, right? Like, I'm excited for that because the more that you have is the more that you can learn from and the more that you can respect and all of that. And I'm not saying Canel's the only dude, done any of that, right? But like, I just, I really appreciate the way that he's gone about his business. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of other dudes that have been that way too. But yeah, I'm with you, man. My dad has every Tyson fight recorded. Tracking. Yeah. You know what's funny? I'll tell you this, man. I'll take a picture of it next time. So my dad, he was big on taping things too. My dad has taped every Tennessee football game since like uh, the late like whenever the hell like VHSs came around. He has all of them. And when I was a kid, me and him would always watch games together all the time. But he would rewatch the game like from the former Saturday. Like, we would watch film. He's not a coach, like nothing. Like, we would watch it and he would like pause and teach me. He was like, look, son, this is what this, like we did. I did that my entire childhood, right? Like every week, forever. He's like, let's watch 1982 against, Georgia. You know what I mean? And like, I'm going to have him on one time. You guys will absolutely love him. Like, he's a damn encyclopedia. It's crazy. But yeah, like I feel you on that, man. And it's cool because like you look down, you're like, dude, who has that? You know what I mean? Oh, it's awesome. Jake Paul. Billy only has 7. Let's see. Pac Evers, Juan Marquez fights were always insane, right? Nuggets are definitely super duper. Yeah, like I don't know what to do with them. Like, they're either gonna go out in the first series or they're gonna like go all the way. You know what I mean? The problem is that you got Jokic, and that dude is just an absolute just freak show. Like, even if they're not in it, that dude is an equalizer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Nuggets Clippers will be interesting. Like, dude, the clip show could put them out, bro. Yeah, those kids we had TCU, bro. They're the same team. You know what? Like I've started to notice this, man, because you ask a great question. Because I wanted to bet on that game, and I have been burned by betting teams that are almost identical. There's something about it to where they they put each other in the mud. It it's really it's frustrating because like I looked at this bet a lot. Like I know what you mean, and it was like betting the over on that game was a good smart bet. It struck me. That's the only reason why I did it because I looked at it. I was like, these are the exact same teams, and I've been burned on doing it, man. It's it's frustrating. I don't think the Lions will be out till tomorrow. What are you guys talking about? On basketball? The Mavs. Shook his head. His whole fist is callous all around. Soft spoken. Damn, that's awesome. Dude, it was calloused up. I bet, man. Yeah, Mavericks in play tomorrow. Yep. Ja Morant, first quarter points over 6.5 plus 104. Yep. All right. So first off, good stat. And Ja Morant, we bet his threes a lot. And they're usually over 1.5, like him and Jokic, right? And they're kind of similar, Morant and Jokic are, in the fact that I feel like Ja Morant hits a three in the first quarter, like almost every game. And I'm not saying that like knock on wood. Like I'm not saying that it's a jinx. I'm saying it as it feels like it always happens. And then you sweat that second three. You know what I mean? So look at it from that perspective. But dude, over 6.5 points? Yeah. And it, as crazy as Ja is, like with just doing his different stuff, the dude is not afraid to step up, take the damn ball. You know what I mean? I like that. Especially at plus 105. Jays don't strike out a lot. Yeah, like that was my thought process too. Was like, not that they, just mash everybody, but I didn't feel them like, from what I've seen, that they're a big strikeout team. But Strider, they're gonna juice that number. I'm fascinated to see what they put it at. Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, like it could be up to like that's the crazy part is like the books are definitely gonna count on people betting the over, so they're gonna tack on one extra. You know what I mean? And in the NBA playoffs, you're gonna see a lot of like star players. Their point props are gonna be up there too. Be careful of that. Say 8.5. Like that was my guess. Was 8.5 too. Like I agree. With 100%, I have a few just bet on Clippers already. To put one on the Magic, dude. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Like yeah, like two really good teams and fun. The Magic and like the Thunder, they feel like they're so young that they don't even know what pressure is. Like they just go, and you're gonna have to score. Pacquiao he does seem like a super humble dude. Absolutely, man. It's about Chipper Jones and Griffey. Hell yeah, I absolutely feel you. Absolutely feel you, man. Absolutely feel you. I watched an interview the other day with Chipper Jones, and the interview I think was done like a couple of years ago, but uh, he was talking about Maddox, and he was saying that he used to play cards with Maddox, like during the day. When they had a game, say they had a game at 6:40 or right. It's kind of an all day kind of process, right? Especially if you're on the road. And he said him and Maddox would just sit there and play cards and not, gambling for money, just playing cards, like, just killing time. And he was talking about, he was like, man, he was like, I would chat Maddox up, on the opposing pitcher all the time, and Maddox was saying, Maddox could obviously, break it down. And he was like, dude, he was like, knowing everything about Chipper as a hitter and, knowing that Chipper was, a first first couple pitches he's cut. He's not waiting. And Maddox would always say, like, dude, if he gets a strike, like if he throws it a fastball, first pitch of the count, say you foul it off, 0-1. He would name the second pitch of all of these guys, right? If you got a strike. And he was like, dude, this guy's gonna, his 0-1 pitch is gonna be in the dirt. How other pitchers use like 0-2, try to get you swing at crap. He's like, some pitch, he would name him. Like, watch out for this. He's not gonna throw you anything. It's gonna be junk. Lay off. I'm telling you. And he's like, other guys, he was like, dude, actually, it's not bad if you get a strike. He was like, I'm not saying, intentionally foul it off. He's like, but it's not the worst thing in the world if you go 1. He goes, because he's going to throw you a circle change on 2. And he goes, mash it. You know what I mean? And the host was like, how often was Maddox correct? And Chipper was like, all the time. Like, all the, he goes, I just listened to, he's like, he was my hitting coach. So I thought that was pretty cool, but it was smart of him. You know what I mean? And Maddox, I saw, it was Rob Friedman, right? Pitching Ninja, who did these interviews. And he had Maddox on like a year later or something. And he brought that up and Maddox started laughing. He goes, dude, I offered that to anybody that wanted it. He goes, the kid Chipper was the only one smart enough. I thought that was funny, man. I remember the fight between Orlando and Ventura White Sox. Yeah, I mean, obviously, right? Like, came with the old man. The weird thing is that it's wild that Ventura did that because Ventura's a really, really nice dude. Now, don't get me wrong. Big dude, athlete, all of that, right? Like, competitor for sure. But he's a really, like, good guy. Like, it was surprising. Even Nolan said that. He was like, I didn't think that it was going to be him. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was tough. And, like, Ventura, for how good of a dude that he is, like, he's known for that. Like, that's got to be tough, man. From Alabama. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember watching him, man. I mean, like he's not, but yeah, that dude's a mother, man. It does get played all the time. Let's try this pitch count be as important. But yeah, that's a great question there. Schwellenbacher. Man, I haven't seen any scores. Let me check on these. Damn, Magic could just whoop it up on him. 61-45 with like a minute left till halftime. God dang, look at the Diamondbacks. Anybody hit any home run bets? Yeah, you're right. Shwelly is getting rocked. 6-1. Blue Jays over the Braves. The A's White Sox. Nice. 8 runs in the bottom of the third. We will take that one. Who's got home runs? Soderstrom and Langoliers. All right. How the Phillies doing? 4-3, top 7. All right, we got the over 8 there. Wow, Real Muto is the only one. Philly with a home run. Yeah, Melody, absolutely. Don't let us win today. Don't let us win today, baby. Goose Gossage. Dude, Roger Clemens was a mug. Mariano Rivera. Randy Johnson, dude. Yeah. Randy Johnson was a beast. Randall. The Braves suck. Are y'all at trivia right now? How's Benny doing, boy? God, Ronald Acuna is that team. I'm not saying he's the whole team. We talked about it, obviously. He's the opposite of Nico. Pay this dude. Do I like chicken fried steak? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. Man, when I grew up, when I was a kid, I mean, look, man, my dad's worked his ass off. There was a time when we were younger, we didn't have a whole lot of money. We weren't poor. Like, I'm not saying that, but like, it wasn't a lot of extra money. You know what I mean? And we would have, you ever had cube steak? Like, it was being generous putting steak on that. You know what I mean? Like, in the name. Oh, dude, we would have that. We'd have spaghetti. Man, I love spaghetti. We'd have spaghetti because it's it's not super expensive to make, and you can feed a lot, right? Man, we have spaghetti all the time. We'd have cube like I love chicken fried steak. We'd have that sometimes. Cube steak. Maybe some people make it well, and nothing against late mother. Like, dude, that was not it. That was oh my god. I remember just looking like I didn't say anything because I'd get that tailgate whoop, boy. But Randall. Did Harley go up to trivia? He brings great vibes to the team right now. Oh yeah, big time. I mean, he's the straw, man. Like he's the straw that stirs the drink. He pops it in, AV tape poured over it. What? I learned very early in my life, don't touch any of the old man's stuff. You just stayed away from that volcano. Oh man. I'm so, hey, brother, for real. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Yes. 100%, man. Big Ray fag. He was a long time without him. They no fear to throw it in. 100%. Absolutely. Uh, so Friends did this best player in every position and one starting pitcher, two middle, and one closer all the time. Well, we got it. Yeah, you know what? Me and my friends have done this in the NBA. So if anybody wants to play the game, and we just call it the game, and it changes a lot, right? So name your starting five all-time NBA players, but they have to be able to play that position, right? Like you can't put Michael Jordan at the five. You know what I mean? It's really difficult, right? So if you're saying, okay, if I'm, going at top five, it's like, all right, let me take Jordan at the one. Let me take Bird at the two. All right. Give me Kobe at the three, right? Uh, David Robinson at the four or Tim Duncan, and Wilt Chamberlain at the five. Like, dude, it's a hard game. And you could play it 5 times in a row and it'll change. Like, I didn't even put in LeBron. Like, I did. Like, there's so many players. You know what I mean? It's such a hard game, but it's so much fun, man. Yeah, it's tough. Jared, Clippers and fish chip most of the floor is nice. Yep, completely agree, dude. There we go. There we go. Favorite wrestler? Dude. Mm. You know who I like? Bret the Hitman Hart. Number one, that electric guitar was electric. Number two, like he wasn't the most exciting. You know what I mean? But I like the fact he might have actually taken it too seriously, but he'd whip your ass for real. Like he wasn't messing around. I liked him. He made a lot of dudes look better. Yeah. Sean Flair. I met Ric Flair once, very briefly. Like I'm not saying like, hey, I know Rick. No, no, no. He was super nice. Now, I mean, it's tough to be a jerk in half of a second, but he was with what's the dude? Podcast guy, wrestling, heavy set dude. Conrad Thompson. Yeah, he was with him. I didn't he like marry Ric Flair's daughter or something? Let's see some more effort on defense. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the good part is that the games get real. Uh, yeah, like I feel you. Like it's hard not to go chalk. You know what I mean? Like I, I feel you. You going Jimmy Buckets over 21.5 points. All right, there we go. Oh, the Bucks add a point to the totals from people. Yep, big time. Big time. Be careful on those. They'll absolutely do that. What's the Tennessee quarterback? What's your take? I thought Tennessee made the right move. His dad is out of Nico's dad's out of control and he kept asking for more money and kept asking for more money. And this, like the transfer portal opens this week. And this was basically extortion. That's exactly what it was. I thought Tennessee handled it great. Now it sucks that you lose your starting quarterback, but I mean, dude, like pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Like you can't like they just went to renegotiate in December. Like, dude, NFL players don't do this. You know what I mean? Like, it was too much. It was too much, and there were. I I don't I don't want to crush the guy, like because I am not someone who stands in the way of other people's money. And look, there's no hard feelings. Didn't work, ended badly, but go wherever you go, make your money. Doesn't affect me, you know what I mean? But I mean, his work ethic wasn't that. I'm not saying that it was horrible. I'm not gonna lie on the kid at all, but I mean, 4 mil a year, like you got to be doing more. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I thought Tennessee handled it right. But I also have a feeling that Nico is going to be, he's about to be the poster child. Um, that every school and every coach doesn't mind punishing by not signing him. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, I don't wish that on anybody. Well, I'll tell you this. I feel bad for Nico. His dad, uh, not good, man. Like, what are you doing? And Nico's brother is at Arkansas. You, they saw this, thinking, I couldn't imagine like using my kid as leverage. It's just it wasn't good, man. Like, I mean, he was paid nicely, dude. Like, and didn't have to do much. Like, you know what I mean? Because these deals are done not with the school, they're done third party NIL collective, right? So you have things that are in there of, hey, autograph fan meet and greets, things like that, right? Because it can't be just pay for play, you know what I mean? And they're pretty lenient, right? Like they don't want to take the court. Like everyone's here to win, you know what I mean? So it's not like they've got him on a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, you know what I mean? And like he skipped a lot of those. It was very rare when he even showed up. He just ghosts those. But I'm not here to hammer the kid. His dad did him wrong, man. Like, and that's the lesson. Is, dude, not good, bro. Like you just screwed your kid over. You know what I mean? Like, dude, he's not going to get anywhere near that amount of money. You're going to go to a team probably not as good. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're going to go to a playoff team, right? You're going to make less money. Everyone's going to be looking at you like, yeah, we need a quarterback, but, can we trust him? Like, it's not good. And his dad did a lot of that. I hate it for him. I'm not saying he's completely innocent, but his dad, like this has been known. His dad was after that money from day one. It's not good, man. Like your kid had a pretty smooth spot. You know what I mean? Like no competition, starting quarterback, just went to the playoff. Like making 3.5 mil a year. You gonna burn all that up for $500K? Now you just cost yourself $2 million, right? You're probably gonna sign for $1 million somewhere. Let me say this. This is why in life, like hire attorneys, hire an agent, like, you know what I mean? And I understand that like it's tough in this spot, but hire professionals. And when you do, let them do their jobs, let them speak, let them operate. Like that's what you pay them for. And they know what they're doing. Nico's dad went way too far. Just way too far, and burned him. Like you can go to the well too many times, man. Your ass falls in. I'd pay Mel's to be my attorney. That's what I missed so far. Everything. We're just hanging out, man. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Maddox would set you up the regular season, dude. 100% he would. Like Maddox was. After seeing those like documentaries and stuff, it's amazing. Like how, like we all knew how smart he was, but like You see it and you hear it and you're like, oh my God. Yeah. Randy Johnson smashed that. That, like, number one, it's obviously crazy. Number two, it, like, for that to align, like, we might not ever see anything like that again. And that bird got blasted, dude. Took it from about 20 feet out of the unit's hand. Fastball, bam. Nice. Austin Riley, baby. Austin Riley, plus 300. There we go. Last year, guys, close seat for Jimmy, 28, 24, 30. Love it. Wow, dude. How crazy was that stat? It was like 15 tax days in a row. 5 or 6 top of the ninth. Oh my God. Yeah, where are we at with that? Oh, Xavier 6'5". Wow. Wow. West Virginia's still home to take the lead in the ninth. Oh, against Marshall, too. Oh, Lonzo with yard. All right. Matty boy. Baby Matt Olson. There we go. Q State is great when done right, but you might as well chew on a bro. Yes. 100%, dude. 100 freaking percent. Pops is like straight sugar you buy stores of fat, bad juju. Yeah. Going all 80. Yeah, let it rip, man. Favorite adult drink. Oh, dude. Uh, I drink. Favorite one. Mm. Probably a sapphire and tonic. Yeah, Bombay sapphire and tonic with a lime. I can name one. Tina. Yo, Tina, it's good to see you. Say Crown. Yep. Crown's a classic. King Kong Bundy. I mean, Stone Cold was awesome, dude. Like the the pops that he had. Oh my God. Like, dude. Yeah, like 100%. Like 100%. Stone Cold was awesome. And it was the best. Like, he's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And Conrad was a super nice guy too. He almost got involved with driving the line. We almost like I don't know what it would have been. Um, but we almost got involved. But he would have like wanted to own it and all that. It was like, let Pete. Oh, college football's completely changed. Look, that's why, like, I think there's a lot of schools and a lot of coaches that are going to want to use this as a lesson about, like, to all the other kids and players of you ain't the most important here. Like, I get it. You got to do it. It's part of it. I just feel bad for Nico, man. And again, he's not, he's got his faults here. But his dad just did him wrong, man. His dad did him wrong. Yeah, I agree. Like, and there's a lot of ways to look at it, and it's one of those to where I don't think like anybody in our crew, like if you guys, put your opinions, like that you guys would be wrong, even if it were different than mine, because quite frankly, like this is a situation that we really haven't dealt with in full. You know what I mean? But yeah, you just, dude, sometimes, man, you just gotta be happy with what you got. Because look, most of that locker room and most 98.5% of most college football players ain't getting nothing. And they see you complaining, about 4 million when, they might get, a deal with Copper Seller, for a free sweet tea after a game. Like, dude, Keep your money stuff down, man. Keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? Oh, dad put him in a horrible place. Horrible place. Yeah, I did. He was cool. Like real laid back dude. Real quiet, like not a, not a bit like not a that's why like he's a very laissez-faire, like if you took the like Hawaiian like stereotype of just to chill, relax, like heart rate didn't get up, heart rate didn't get too down, like that's him. So it's like all these like power moves, it doesn't fit him. You know what I mean? Um Now, I don't, it was, somewhat briefly a couple times, but still, like, I mean, you could see it when he played. He didn't, he was never yelling. He was never like any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's him. So it's when I saw these like, power moves, it's like, man, somebody's giving him bad advice, bro. Bad advice. Philly San Francisco. Boom. There we go. I love it. Randy Johnson was crazy. Yeah. Don't let your parents be your agents. Yep. The only one that's done it correctly has been Lamar Jackson, with his mom being his agent, and they've been smart enough too, to get help, like to get advice, but even then, and what Lamar's been the NFL MVP twice or something, like they've done it. You do it quietly, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean overall, yeah, like family's usually not good in things like this. Like, get a professional. You know what I mean? Let's make the Rays the play of the day tomorrow. All right. My computer show. Really? All right. Hmm. All right. Oh, Bryce hit a bomb. There we go. Does McAfee have a good stunner? Or I guess one that took the stunner? Yeah, Rey Mysterio is awesome, dude. Like, those guys are always great. The luchador, even when didn't have that, like those guys are all effort. All effort. Marcus Mariota is the best backup. Hey, let me tell you this. Yeah, Nico, a good, like Marcus is a chill dude. Like that. That's like a good like type comparison of. You don't hear him say a whole lot. Let me tell you this. Marcus Mariota is one of the absolute best dudes that you will ever have the pleasure of being around, whether he's playing football or not. You would never, if you were not a football fan and you just saw him at the grocery store, whatever, dude, you did not recognize him whatsoever. You would never know anything like the I want a Heisman. Like you would never know. Like he is as humble as it absolute gets. I saw that dude. I'll tell you this. I saw that dude with the Titans. And remember, he was with the Titans when, they stunk. And that guy would take bullets, right? In terms of media questions, for any other player. And if the guy had a bad game, Marcus would take the bullets all the time. Never take the credit for when they did well. He would always take the bullets and be happy to do so and never bring it up again. He was an absolute great teammate. You will never hear a player speak anything negative about him. And I saw that dude for hours when he was drafted by the Titans. Hours in the summer signing autographs. And look, they all sign autographs, right? When you're at the practice facility, after like spring, practice or, even fall camp, they've got a spot where, they sign autograph, do all that stuff, right? I mean, he would go well above and beyond. He would make sure that he was out there as long as that line was. Every time. I'm not talking about one time. I'm talking about every time. He was happy and humble and proud of where he was. Like that's a good dude. And he's also a good dude around young quarterbacks because Marcus is also that guy who understands he's the starter. He's the guy. I'm the backup. And it's important. And how can I help you be the best starting quarterback for this team? And God forbid, if we should need me, I'm here. But how do I help you? Like he's a coach's like dream like backup dude. Like I could never say enough good things about Marcus Mariota. Like he's phenomenal dude, phenomenal dude. Okay, let's see. Yeah, all right. All right. Yeah, we'll jump out of here. We've got an hour. Man, hey, I appreciate you guys. Oh, all right. One last one. Thoughts about Chris Lofton? Lofton was a beast, man. Lofton was a beast. That dude could shoot. Obviously, he went through cancer. He went through, all of that. Great attitude, dude. Absolute, man. He made teams better than what they were. I'll say this: Chris Lofton will never pay for anything in the state of Tennessee, ever, ever. Absolute great dude. He's like Eric Berry. You know what I mean? Like absolute great dude. Absolutely love him, man. 7-9. I know, dude. I know. 2 outs, 2 runners on. I know this is wild, man. This is wild. Bro, Scott, you're the best. All of you, like I love everything about this and all of us together. It's great. All right, we'll get out of here. It's been an hour. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we'll get it going. And Mills, yeah, we'll be talking, man. This was sweaty. All right, man. Appreciate all y'all. Love y'all to death, man. Y'all be good. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Who's got it better than us? No!